Alright, Phil Hunters, well, time for the final episode of the day, which is Hollywood Babylon. On the set of Hellraiser's 2 The Reckoning, being directed by Mick G., a station is killed in the start of the movie. Tara Benchley reports seeing an apparition near the body. Dean has convinced Sam to come to Los Angeles for a break after the death of Madison, but Sam wants to throw himself into work. Dean, a movie buff, becomes enthusiastic as he discovers that the movie is a horror movie starring one of his favorite actresses, Tara. It doesn't take the boys long on set to discover that the stagehand's death was faked by the studio executives to promote interest in the movie. But then the studio executive, Brad Redding, dies in the middle of the set after encountering a ghost. Dean goes undercover, joining the crew as a PA, a job he embraces. The boys discover that a young actress killed herself in the 1930s after being wooed and then dumped and fired by a studio executive. They find her buried at the Hollywood Forever Cemetery, while they salt and burn her bones. Meanwhile, executive producer Jay Wiley wanders around the set. He encounters a different ghost. He is killed after being pulled into the set after being pulled to a large stage fan. After Jay Wiley is killed, Sam notices that the Latin in the movie script is a real summoning ritual. They confront the writer Martin Flagg, who admits that any authentic rituals in the script are all that remain from the original script by writer Walter Dixon. Dixon was Flagg said to kill him, but Sam and Dean arrive in time to save him. Dixon admits that he was conjuring real ghosts, forcing him to kill those he saw as responsible for ruining his script. Before they can stop him, Walter destroys the talisman he was using. The three spirits, too, enraged at being used to murder people, turn on Walter and kill him. The production of the movie continues, with Martin incorporating his experiences with the ghosts into the script. Sam finds Dean emerging disheveled and with a post-coital glow from Tara's trailer. Sam and Dean walk off into the sunset together, until it's wheeled away and revealed that it's just another Hollywood prop. Oh boy. So let's take a look at some continuity surrounding this episode. Dean mentions Madison and her death from the previous episode. This is the first episode in the series without Dean's Impala. Gasp! Now let's take a look at some trivia surrounding this episode. While on the tour of the lodge, the tour guide mentions that they are passing the set of Gilmore Girls and that they may see one of the stars, at which point Sam looks surprised and uncomfortable and decides to leave. This is set out to Jared Padalecki in his guest appearance on Gilmore Girls. Coincidentally, his character was named Dean. The reference to Lois and Clark TV series could be a reference to Jensen Ackles being on Smallville, both series about Superman, but because Smallville was filming during the episode's production, a direct reference may not have been permitted. Dean thinks he saw Matt Damon. Sam denies this because the mentioned person is sweeping the floor, to which Damon replies that probably he's doing research for a new role. This refers to Matt Damon's role in Good Will Hunting. Sam remarks the weather's pretty crappy for LA, and that's practically Canadian. The majority of the show is filmed in British Columbia, which explains the pine forests and the backgrounds of exterior shots. The real Los Angeles would feature hills and palm trees. Dean mentions Tara's fiction role in Boogeyman, and she says, "God, what a terrible script." This is a good-natured job by Eric Kripke, who developed the story and helped write the screenplay for the film. The fact that Tara likes to take Polaroids of the cast to kill time was a reflection of Jensen Ackles' pastime on set, taking photos of his fellow cast and crew members between takes. Once they realize that the summoning ritual used on set is real, Sam and Dean visit Marty in his office. On the back are posters for several movies. Two of the posters are actually from previous Supernatural episodes. Monster Truck is from Route 666, and Carnivore Carnival is from Everybody Loves a Clown. In the trailer for Hellraiser 2 are several scenes from previous Supernatural episodes. The shot of the knife dripped in blood is from Bloodlust. The shot of the coffin lid with the torn lining and symbols carved on it is from Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things. When the voiceover announces that Hellraiser 2 is made up by the producers of the Cornfield Massacre, the shot is used from Scarecrow. When Monster Truck is announced, the corresponding shot is from Route 666. Dean mentions that the ghosts in the dailies is like what happened with 3 men and a baby, referencing the debunked urban legend that the ghost of a boy who committed suicide is very briefly visible in a shot from the movie, because interior shots in the movie were literally filmed in the house where the suicide happened. In reality, all interior scenes in the movie were filmed on a Toronto soundstage. Ironically, it's believed that the studio itself circulated the rumors to boost some video sales of the movie, similar to the plot of the episode. Just before he dies, Don Stark's character Jay is on the phone with some guy named Bob. He says, "You're a genius. You're kicking ass and taking names." Don Stark is specifying Bob Pinnacotti on That 70s Show. Executive producer Mick G is portrayed by actor Regan Burns. During a scene where McG, the character, speaks to the cast in the parking lot, the real McG can be seen standing behind Sam and Dean. After ducking into the indoor portion of the set during the chase, Dean mimics one of Bruce Willis's lines from Die Hard. Nice. So overall, I think this episode is kind of interesting, and I like the fact that this episode kind of pokes fun at what happens during the productions of movies and stuff. So yeah. So overall, I give Hollywood Babylon 4 Impalas out of 5. Well, anyway, tune in next time as we take a look at the next episode, Folsom Prison Blues. So, until then, carry on, my wayward sons and daughters.